If you could just... Gotta say it was a good day.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. We will now begin the ASMR reading. What?
Where do you have your money?
Are you
I need you to stop touching the mic. I need you to stop.
Is that a legit question?
So anyone out there, send in your resume. Yeah, where's your money, Ray?
The bank.
Nope, that was the wrong answer.
The wallet.
Nope. You're getting closer somehow.
My pocket.
Nope. It's kind of closer.
In the folds of the wallet.
Nope, that went farther.
The wallet?
I'm gonna ask you another question that kind of interchanges, right? It's kind of in the same vein. Where do you keep your mind? I don't know why you're laughing. This is a serious question.
Hey there. Anyway.
I think the thing's on the wrong thing, isn't it? Can you change it?
It's on the wrong thing.
Yeah, it's gotta be the infinity symbol or whatever, right?
Yeah. My mind. I want to say my brain, but...
Oh my god, you can't...
My head?
You've already... Please comment below if you understand what I'm trying to say. You gotta keep your mind on your money, right? And your money on your mind.
I knew you were gonna say that after you said that. I was like, it's like when you said comment, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm an idiot. I was like, oh man.
I gotta look at the lyrics to that song real quick. Hey Ray, you wanna introduce the whatever?
Put your mind on your money and the money on your money.
You know who sang that? Come on.
I know I'm gonna be wrong. I think I'm gonna be wrong.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
I'm pretty sure I'm wrong.
Okay. Wait. Before you guess.
Yes.
What letter of the person you're about to say does it start with?
T?
Nope.
Nope. CC already wrong.
Nope.
Who was it?
Starts with an S.
S?
It's a rapper.
I got that far.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just making sure. There's just dead air, Ray. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. I don't know much rappers to ask. The only one I think is Snoop. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. All right.
No Snoop Dogg.
See, I was there thinking, like, is there any other rapper with S? That was me.
So, Ray, do you want to hear a story?
Yeah, I want to hear a
about
story.
how
Yeah.
my life got flipped turned upside down. Yo, I can't do this bit, Ray. It's too much.
It's okay. We tried.
All right, Ray.
So what happened when your life got turned upside down?
What is this? Just take it. I don't know.
We're done with the bit. Yeah.
So, what is this, Ray?
Podcast, whatever, number 16?
It's like 18, fam.
18?
Yeah, it might be 19. I think it's 18 though. I don't remember. Yeah. So, what do you want to talk about first? It's either Violet or Toradora, fam.
It's one or the other. Let's see.
Yeah.
You have anything else written down? Like for later?
Yeah,
I don't know.
but I figured I'd do this after though.
Alright, let's do...
It's not anything super important. It's just like...
Let's get Violet out of the way, because just getting Violet out of the way is easier.
Yeah.
Because then we can talk about Torah most of the time.
Yeah. Damn right. Alright, go ahead.
We got episodes...
10, 11.
10, 11.
You.
Pretty good episodes.
You.
Again, went back to the letter. Not that it's bad.
Which letter?
We got two different episodes. So we're going back to like her like writing letters for people. This time it makes more sense though. Like, I hated the other times because I felt like the plot was going nowhere. And now that the plot's out of the way, I'm okay with it for some reason. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You feel the same way?
Yeah.
It's like, because now we have plot out of the way, so it's like,
I guess we flesh out this part of it without having to to have like conflict with other parts it's trying to tell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So the first one, 10. Was it even 10? Or was it like 11 and 12?
It was 10, 11.
10, 11. Okay, because next is 12.
12 and then we have 13, 14, which overlaps, yeah.
Yeah, so 10, for 10, we had this one I remember seeing in the trailer for Violet Evergarden. The super awesome, cool looking dope one. Yeah. And this episode's really good. I don't want to talk much about it because I really liked it a lot. I thought it was super good.
Okay. That's all you need to say. It was good.
I thought it was really nice.
Yeah.
I almost cried.
Yeah.
Yeah. My eyes got watery.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, we're good. I know there's people actually who cry after every episode of Violet Evergarden.
Okay.
I know for a fact there's people who do that.
Yeah.
I'm just not one of those people.
All right. Yeah, I mean, take certain shows. You know what I mean? Do you have other shows that you felt like a little emotional about?
When I was younger, I used to cry when I watched One Piece.
Okay.
For like the backstories though, because each character has like the most depressing backstory, and I'm like, we don't need this.
I'm talking more like recently, but
recently,
that's cool.
Never.
Like in the past few years.
Was one thing I read actually, and I felt like I became depressed after reading it. I read Oyasumi Punpun, which is Goodnight Punpun.
I think I've heard of that.
It's like one of the best manga I read. Anyway, so like I read it, and then like I think for like an entire couple weeks, I just didn't know what to say to people. I was like, well, okay, yeah, whatever. I just couldn't talk to anyone because I was just thinking about how sad it was to me.
Yeah, I've had shows like that. Like I don't think I've ever cried because of any show or any movie before, but like I have like the feeling, and then like after I finish it, it's usually a show because it's a lot of like investment. After I finish the show, it's just like it just like hits me for like the next like day or two, where it's like that all just happened. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times it's like sadness or whatever like that. Yeah, I felt that way about a few anime on my list.
Yeah, that was for me like a week, and I was like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, like it's so powerful in like the most oddest way.
It's just crazy how like a piece of content can be that good to actually have an effect on you, and not just be like, oh, that's cool.
Like it's super good. I definitely recommend anyone to go read it. Like Goodnight Punpun if given the chance to. Super. I think there's only like 7 volumes that you could purchase.
That's not that bad.
So just like go and read all like 100-something chapters and you'd be done with it. 7 volumes, super cheap. Just do it. And the author has another story which I haven't read yet, but it's on my list. It's one of the ones I'm working towards. It's only like 28 chapters long. Solonin. I'm gonna go read that one. Like eventually when I get to it, but yeah. I heard that one's also sad too, so I'm gonna read that. Get ready for it.
Nice. How does episode 11 end?
Episode 11.
Anything important? Anything where they're like, oh man, episode 12's gonna be crazy?
Well, the beginning of episode 11 was a bit crazy. I was like, oh snap, she's going back to her war and stuff. And she's okay now with war. It's not like it's as bad to her as it was now.
Is there a war going on right now? Wasn't it like a thing that like you had like a theory or something that the war's gonna start again?
They're just like a little rebellion right now.
Yeah,
like different parts trying to start up a war again. Yeah.
Because then we're off of that. We're trying to figure out what war she was just involved in, and like if it's actually any historically accurate or anything like that. Yeah.
And they all know her because like she's like I guess talked about. They're like, oh yeah, she's
like the weapon, right? She's like, yo, she's a savage.
She's like the youngest soldier. Everyone knows about her.
Yeah. And she's a girl.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She's a kid compared to everyone else who's like an adult, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like a living, breathing.
Well, I mean, she's only 14, I think.
Yeah.
I think that was her thing.
I just thought 10 was better than 11. My opinion. You guys have different opinions.
So where do you think 12 is going then? Do you have any?
I can't say.
Any hot takes?
Cannot say.
No.
But eventually, I'm gonna see him just be on top of a train or something.
I just want to see a fight scene, man. This is like a post-war movie. I just want to see a dope fight scene.
She did a sort of fight scene, not that good. She completely overpowered everyone. It's not fair, really.
Yeah, I mean like now though.
Yeah.
Like not like past Violet, just her. I don't know.
Like again, sort of did it. Not really.
I want the Major to be alive and kill her. Be like, ha, you thought love was real, you idiot. No, but like, so yeah. How do you feel the rest of the show?
It's pretty brilliant. I think about that the Major, like the 14-year-old girl. I'm sorry.
Well, did the Major actually like her like that, or was it just?
I don't
more
think he
like
liked her. It was more like a sympathy type thing. It was like I can't believe you're doing this.
I always thought it could have been more of like a
Parental type of love.
Yeah, because we know that she was kind of brought to him,
Mhm.
and then like the one dude who brought him was kind of like, yo, like she's like a young girl, and he was like, nah, fam, I don't like her like that.
I don't roll that way.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, like I'm not gonna do that. Like,
It's like I don't think you understand though. I didn't buy her for that. She's a
Mhm.
weapon, my boy.
she's the key to the war.
So it's like that's the reason I bought her.
She will be the Highlander.
Like that man literally said like, oh no, like you can do that with her if you want. That's not what she's for. He's like, she's a weapon.
Yeah.
That was his brother. Yeah, that's even more.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with some people.
His brother was like, yo, you can like do that with her. I don't really care. He's like, what I really want you to do is put her to the military.
My whole problem with the show is that I just feel like there should be more of everything. Like, I don't know. I want to know more about Violet, and like I guess we learn like a lot, like little tidbits and stuff.
Mhm.
But I also want to learn more about all these other characters.
This the
Like,
problem,
there's so
though.
many
It's-
good
it's-
characters that they kind of set up, but just kind of been like.
It's an original series. That's the issue with it.
It's just-
It's like there's nothing to relate it to. And if there was, there's a potential way to ruin it or make it better. And I mean,
So I wonder if there will be another season after this. Not based on plot,
mhm.
because obviously, I mean, anyone can leave the first season
Mhm.
open-ended enough. But like, I wonder if there is a second season, what they're gonna do about it. Because I obviously don't know how this season ends, but I want them to like go deeper into other characters, because I think there's a lot of really cool characters that they could maybe send a little bit of backstory and then see what their struggles are, stuff like that. Because I mean, we already saw a little bit about that one girl and her brother
Mhm.
who like went to war, and now
Yeah.
he was like super like kind of abusive, and then
Yeah.
that
now
whole
he's
thing.
now he's good now.
Like that was cool. If we
He's
had
back on
more
his
of
feet.
stuff like that
Yeah.
to that like effect.
That's why I like episode 10 so much. I was like, 10 was like went a little too far to me. I was like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
like that's way too much depth. It's like depth we'll never that Violet will never see, but as an audience we know will happen.
Do you think that's a fault of just her character design, with her being like a robot pretty much?
10 was like the closest we've got to her being human, or 10 and 11.
Yeah.
Like, which is why I like them much more than like the other ones.
Right.
Like in the other ones, she was more robotic,
Mm-hmm.
and like watching 10 and 11 now, she's definitely more human-like. She's broken out of her shell, and like especially episode 10, she was broken in episode 10 essentially.
Yeah.
Like 11, she wasn't that bad, but it was still noticeable that she's like, oh, man, it was just being Violet is just being suffering.
Yeah.
It's like,
Kind of sucks that she didn't choose to be that way. It just kind of happened, and then
Mhm.
now she doesn't even know anything's wrong. But now she, from other people, she feels like something's wrong, but she doesn't even know what, like where to pinpoint.
yeah.
That's gotta be hard. That's gotta suck.
And at least now she like accepts like who she is.
Mm-hmm.
Like what was it? Episode 9, I think, was like one of the best episodes. It's like the most truth about depression you can ever have.
Oh yeah, that's the one where she was gonna kill herself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a pretty good episode. Probably the best one.
that's kind of cool how that happens though, because she obviously has to feel something for her to want to do that. Has some connection
It's
to
like
the world
well,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. Because a robot wouldn't kill himself, so it doesn't make any
But
sense.
if the entire series was like before, like I guess 7, 8, 9. I don't remember 7 that much. That's why I included it. It could be just 8 and 9.
Mhm.
Pretty sure it was just 8 and 9. But if the entire thing was like up to like after like 4 to 5 or 4, 5, 6. If the rest of the show was like 4, 5, 6, I may have ended up hating it.
Yeah.
Like as it went on.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was just like, all right, cool. Like stuff was just happening.
Mm-hmm.
Or, it's just like, all right,
Yeah.
whatever, There's nothing to engage me into the show.
At least like I think like 8 and 9, and at least now like it makes sense for 10 and 11 that like she's actually growing as a person.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big thing to show. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now we're done with Evergarden, I guess. We can move on to
Yeah.
the meat of the matter.
About meat.
The meat. The 4-episode grandness.
Vegetarians beware.
We did 20 to 24.
Nope.
21, 24.
Nope.
20 to 23.
Yep. We didn't watch 24 yet.
Yeah, 24, 25, yeah.
Yeah. You said 24 and everyone, I was like, nope, that's
See,
24 is the problem.
See, I was thinking it was 26 episodes. That's,
Oh, okay,
that's my
okay,
bad.
okay.
Because an even number is better.
There is an
now.
OVA that if you want to watch it, we could.
Yeah, let's watch the OVA when we're done.
We can, yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the OVA is actually supposed to be in the middle, but it doesn't matter.
What is the OVA about?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look at the OVA.
Okay, first of all, there's an OVA, and then there's like also like they have like a.
They have
one
other
about eating
shorts.
food.
Well, no. They have
Food one? I think they have a food one.
They have one OVA, and then they have another thing, but it's actually split up into 3 parts, and it's just like shorts. It's not like anything crazy. Like I haven't watched it because I was like, this doesn't matter. But I did watch the OVA, which is like a cooking battle type
So
thing.
the OVA is a food one, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
one of them was a food one. Now I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
is the OVA like post ending or it's like in the middle of the show?
Ooh.
Because I'm pretty sure I think it's in the middle of the show.
Well,
I think.
I was about to just give a spoiler, but okay. It would have to be. It would have to be during the story.
Yeah.
Because it literally cannot be after the story because it wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, so yeah. But it's also like not. I mean, I don't know if it's canon. It doesn't really have to be canon. It's not anything. It's an OVA, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Although there are a lot of OVAs that are like, this is the 13th episode or something. So some OVAs can be canon because they're.
Was it like for the Food Wars season 3? The OVA was canon.
Mm-hmm.
Like you had to watch like the OVA before you actually watched Food Wars season 3.
That does happen with like Konosuba. You didn't have to watch the OVA after season 1, but the season 1 OVA like brought that new character in, the like rival to Megumin, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's her name. Yeah.
You're supposed to watch it actually after season 2.
I still haven't seen that OVA.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
But season 3 isn't coming
because like
anytime soon,
the
so.
OVA was actually like, I think it was shipped with one of the light novels.
Mm. Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's why it's like, oh, like if that makes sense. I think it was shipped with like one of the light novels.
Mm.
So it's like you're supposed to watch season 1, then season 2, then the OVA, the first OVA, then season 3, and then the second OVA.
Yeah, because the season 1 OVA is like weird, and then they'll go back to it, and then they kind of reintroduce the character, and I'm like, but didn't you just introduce them in the first OVA? I'm like, it's kind of weird.
That's why. It's because like it's supposed to take place after season 2. So I've not seen season 2 OVA either. So.
All right, so do you want to start, or do you want me to start talking about it?
You can start talking about it.
Okay.
I'll roll with it.
Let me just pull it up, because I don't remember. I watched. Okay, so episode 20 was, let's see. Oh, yeah, this was the one where, Taiga kind of decides, like, yo, like, you gotta step your game up, fam,
Mm-hmm.
to Ryuji about, like, Minori. Like, stuff ain't happening, and you're like, you know, it's not happening. You gotta step your game up.
I feel like this episode to me didn't feel that good.
Let's see. This was about
because it kind of blended into the next one though. The next one was very important.
Now it was burned to the ground, and Ami Taiga points out that Ryuji last chance to him. Okay, so yeah, this is basically the whole plan to the next episode. Yeah, you're totally right. Where they find out that they're not going to the one place, they're going to a mountain.
Yeah,
like a ski lodge.
It's not a beach. They're going to a ski resort.
Yeah,
but same difference.
This is also right after Minori like pre-rejected Ryuji. Yeah, so yeah, not too much happens. It's very much like Ray said. It's very much a setup episode.
This is just like the catalyst for what's about to happen.
Yeah, so not really too much to talk about that episode. It's literally just like them planning to go to the ski lodge, and nothing super crazy happens in it. It's a good episode, but it's not anything crazy, you know.
It's not like 19 good, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
19 was crazy.
Now this is when some shit starts happening with this is when they're at the ski lodge.
19 may be like the best episode.
19 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and this is at the ski lodge. Some stuff happens. They're like on the mountain skiing, stuff like that.
That's fine.
Not important. That does happen. Wait, what are you talking about?
The boys and girls fight.
Okay, yeah. Because like, I remember the one girl's yelling at the one guy, and then the one guy's like,
and then Ami just calls out everyone.
Yeah. The guy's like, the only reason you're doing this is because you like the dude. I never remember his name. Kinemura, yeah. And then she's like, oh, what are you talking about? Oh, it doesn't matter. And then Ami cuts. Oh yeah. And then
Ami's like, how oblivious can you be, Kinemura?
Yeah, because Kinemura cuts in and is like, what are you guys even talking about? Like, can we all just get along or whatever? And Ami's like, really, Kinemura? Really? You don't know why this is happening? And he's
like, you're the cause of all this.
Yeah. And he's like, if you have something to say, Ami, just say it. And she's like, whatever. Yeah, that's so funny.
Ami just has the best moments.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Ami's omniscient, bro.
She will ascend.
And then the next, she will ascend. And then the next big part is where Ryuji tells the rest of the guys what happened between him and Minori, right? And so they're like, well, we're just gonna go ask her. At that point when I was watching, I was like, no, that's not that's not the solution. And so they're like
like they just got the gang, and Ryuji's like, Ryuji's leading it, but he's like, it's a bad idea. It's like he's leading it, but he's like, it's a bad idea.
It's not good.
He was like, if I try to back off, they'll force me anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So, so he has to go.
And so they go in there. The girls aren't there, and then the room is messy. So Ryuji starts cleaning.
His eyes glint. They shine.
Yeah, they go ting.
And he's like, I have a job to do.
Yeah. And so they start cleaning, and then the door opens, and they're out. They like hid in the closet, and Taiga comes in. They all came from like the showers or something. She came in early for some reason. And then
they abduct Taiga.
Yeah, they abduct her because then more girls start coming and they're like, all right, Taiga, get in here because we can't have this happening. And so the big thing that comes out of the girls talking and the guys spying on them is that
Ami knows everything.
Yeah, Ami starts fighting with Minori, basically not saying. Well, she starts out by saying, "Oh, why'd you reject Ryuji or whatever?" And she's like, you don't know anything, you don't know how I feel or whatever. And she's like, oh, what do you mean? Are you saying you don't like him at all? I'll go tell Ryuji right now that you don't like him, and she's like, fine, whatever, go do it. And so they get in a big fight about that. And Ami, of course, knows everything. And she like apologizes, but in like a super fake smile.
The only thing she doesn't know is how like Minori really like feels about Ryuji.
Yeah.
That's the only thing she doesn't know.
Yeah.
And she's trying to get like the most out of it.
Yeah. She has like, she's like good inference, but like she doesn't actually know. Like, I think that she has a pretty good pin on maybe how she feels, but she doesn't have a pin on what her motives are. Like obviously why she rejected him or whatever. So that whole thing happens. I think. Oh no, and then the big ending, which is they get into a big fight again on the mountain in the snow. And
it's actually the second fight of the series.
In the fight, yeah. In the fight, her Minori's hairpin, which if you go all the way back,
is Ryuji's.
It was Ryuji's Christmas present for her. Never gave it to her.
Taiga gave it to her.
Because he like. How did Taiga get it? Do you remember?
He may have left it at her house. I don't know.
Yeah, I think something like that happened, and the Taiga had it, and then...
Or maybe it was probably in his pocket for the coat.
Right.
So then maybe he never took it out of the coat.
Right.
I don't know. They didn't really tell you that straight up.
Well, because I remember there's one part where they're in like the lodge, and Minori pulls it out and is like, oh, I have this, and Ryuji's like, oh my god, and then where'd you get that? And she's like, oh, Taiga gave it to me. It was super special, yeah. And so in the fight, her hairpin goes flying in the snow. Taiga sees it. Taiga goes after it
because she knows like Ryuji got this.
Yeah, exactly. And then they kind of break them up, and then we see that Taiga's gone. Taiga's dipped. I don't know where she's trying to find the thing. And later on, it's like a super snowstorm. They go try to find her. Ryuji finds her. He tells Minori and Kitamura to go back for help or whatever, and he brings her back basically. Right? She just brings her back, and yeah.
Then Ryuji just learns that Taiga likes him. That's like the only thing that happens there.
Yeah.
Okay, but what really upsets me now is like thinking about this now.
Oh yeah, because Taiga
was talking in her unconscious state.
And Taiga thought she
was being held by Kitamura.
Yes, and so she tells Kitamura, "Oh my god, that's crazy. I forgot about that."
Yeah, no worries. That's what I'm here for because I saw the episodes recently, so that's fine. So it's fun. What upset me was realizing that both Taiga and Minori want the same thing for each other.
Okay.
Like, Taiga's like, yo, Minori, you should go with Ryuji. Minori's like, no, Taiga, you should go with Ryuji. They're both pushing for each other because they both know they both like him. And that's upsetting me. That's like...
Yep. I love when you, like, finally, like, learn that, because, like, you can kind of guess it or whatever throughout the series, but when you finally learn that that's what's going on, it's like, oh, Minori, like, that completely explains why Minori has acted the way she has. Like all the way back to the beach episode, where Minori knew what Ryuji was trying to say, but she purposefully turned it into a metaphor because she didn't want anything to come of them. You know, like that's just crazy to me. Like a lot of things start making sense.
And then when she was actually finally willing to go out with Ryuji, she gets completely destroyed by Taiga.
Yeah.
So she's like, well, now I gotta say no. It's like, if I say yes, Taiga's gonna be destroyed. So it's like, no, I gotta say no.
Yeah.
Because they're both too nice. I think it's a problem. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, they both want the other one to be happy, but then when the other one, like, they still want, like, they want the other one to be happy, but they still like Ryuji, so it's like, even if they let their friend go out with him, it's like they're still hurt, so it's like, it just, the situation, it sucks. It's
Then Ami's there like, I like Ryuji. No one really cares about me.
Yeah, it's like, I still don't quite know if she actually does like him, or if she's just messing with him, or if, like,
It's like
she's just using his feelings
she
for
clearly
him to
likes
realize
him.
it. Like,
She clearly likes him, but like the problem is that she knows that she has no chance of winning. Because she's omniscient.
she's so omniscient that, like, she's like...
She knows she has no chance of winning.
She's like, I like him, but I'm not the best one for him, or something. It's like, it's crazy, man. And so what happens?
So yeah, this is where it turns to a harem, guys.
Taiga dips. Taiga's with her mom, right?
Yeah.
That's what happens in the next episode?
Yeah. So it's like basically an entire episode without Taiga until the end.
Minori and Ami talk to each other?
Yeah.
What does Minori finally confess or something?
No, Ami's like, yo, when the child's gone, the father does whatever he wants.
Oh, is that like alluding to him and Minori or something?
Yeah.
And so she probably is.
And
like,
as always, Ryuji's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, can you speak clearly?
Both of the main guys in this anime are just clueless.
So oblivious.
Both Ryuji and Kitamura are just like, you guys suck. you guys need to be better.
Kitamura is so oblivious.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yo, fam, please.
Yeah, Taiga gives him back the hairpin.
Mm-hmm.
And then Taiga also thinks that she was dreaming, which we already knew that.
And Ryuji's like, yeah, you were dreaming.
Yeah, he's like,
right?
oh, yeah, of course.
And Kitamura's like, of course he was dreaming.
So then later, oh my god.
The series is getting to
This is a mess, bro.
Like, find out next podcast what's about to happen.
Well, that'll be the last.
Be the last
the ending
podcast. Well, will it be the last podcast?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, of this, yeah,
Yeah,
that'll
this.
be the last one. So yeah, and then Ryuji saw him Taiga, claps to Nima. Phone for Yasuko, and update coming up. Yup, time for instead of Ryuji. Oh, okay. So this is some stuff. Okay. So Taiga, we know that Taiga thinks Kitamura rescued her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess you just watched the episode, so
Yeah.
So they were all in the school or whatever.
Yeah,
I
this
think.
is the ending of the last episode.
And so Minori is there when they talk about that. Minori becomes mad that happens.
Okay, so basically the end of the last episode is like it's Valentine's, so like
Yeah,
Taiga
yeah.
got everyone chocolates,
Yep.
and then she's like, "Well, Kitamura, I got these especially for you." So she's like
Mhm.
trying to play it off that she likes Kitamura,
Yeah.
but obviously not. And Minori gets upset and is like, "Well," and then she's like, Taiga's like, "Well, yeah, Kitamura carried me back and all that stuff, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's fine." And I was gonna say some stuff. Minori's like upset. She's like, "It's like, can you tell us what you said?" And she's like, "No, it's embarrassing." And Minori's like, "Tell us what you said, or I will kill you."
Yeah.
Was what she looked like.
Yeah. Right.
It's like probably the most upset Minori's ever looked, other than like earlier on in like
She's
the festival.
she's been super upset before, but
Like the festival is like arc is like the only other time she's been this upset.
Right. All right, I gotta tell.
So basically, Taiga's like, "No, I can't say it," and then and Taiga's like, Ryuji's like Minori's like, and like basically like the entire plot goes down, and Kitamura and Ami they stop the door as Ryuji's there standing. He's just watching because he doesn't know what to do. Obvious MC
Yeah.
status, and then Minori's there fighting with Taiga and being like, "You got it's like you gotta be true to yourself." Only like, and Taiga's like, "I just want you to be happy," and Minori's like, "Only I can make myself happy."
Right. And so Taiga runs away, right?
Because Ami lets her.
Right.
Because Ami's like, "Let's just have some fun with this."
Yeah.
Ami's like, "Well,"
Because
Ami's like, "I could have stayed, or I couldn't have."
Ami knows. I feel like Ami knows that Taiga has to do that. she has to run away. Like, everything has to unfold. Ryuji has to finally get hit in the head with some, like, common sense and understand what's happening. Because he still doesn't know. It's like, fam.
And then Minori's like, Taiga's running away. What are you going to do? I'm going to go get Taiga. What are you going to do, Ryuji? And Ryuji's like, find out next episode on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
So we'll find out what happened. What Ryuji's going to do.
So, we know Taiga likes Ryuji, right?
Yeah. We know Minori likes Ryuji.
Okay.
We know Kitamura likes Ryuji. There's been many times, right?
I don't know if that's... So, but... Do you believe there was a time where Taiga actually liked Kitamura?
I'm going to say at the beginning of the series.
Okay.
It eventually unfolds, and she's like, well...
I don't think it was that long ago that she stopped liking Kitamura.
It had to be, to me, like, the big change is, like, the festival arc.
Okay.
It's, like, where a lot of stuff goes down.
I think that... So, recently, in the last few episodes, especially the first episode we watched, 2020...
Yeah.
Ryuji is surprised at how relaxed Taiga is around Kitamura. He's like, oh man, you can actually be like a normal human around Kitamura, and she just kind of brushes off like, whatever, like you should be over there helping Minori cook, or what is it, like make tea or something.
Yeah.
I think that's really indicative of, like, there's no way that she could like him that much and be that cool around him, especially given her personality.
Yeah.
So it's like that, like I think that right there shows that it's like a little before that was when she like completely stopped liking him that way.
Yeah.
Like just completely like, I don't even like him
I
like
think
that
it was
anymore.
like New Year's which solidified it.
New Year's, okay.
Because it had to be after Christmas Eve.
That makes sense. And it's also another thing where it's like about around there, she just completely stopped caring if Ryuji helped her get with him. Like we haven't heard her say any plans about that in so long. You know.
It's like, what happened? Like Christmas Eve, she like broke down.
Yeah, in her apartment, and then Ryuji comes as like the bear or whatever.
Yeah.
Does that, yeah.
And then she still breaks down. And then the next time we see her is New Year's Eve with Kitamura at the shrine.
Yeah.
She's perfectly... Well, she starts out weird, but then like at the end of it, she ends up normal.
Yeah, because we still don't know what happened there. I mean, Taiga told us, but all she said was, "Oh, we just like talked about stuff." And
Kitamura is like, "Does it have to do with about the shrine?" And then like, you see Ryuji say, "Yeah," and it's like,
yeah,
what is that?
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I don't know if we ever learn what happened, what exactly happened, like what they exactly.
They may
talked
show
about.
it later.
But yeah. So any predictions? So what just happened? Taiga just ran away.
Yeah.
Minori is following her. Ryuji is or no?
We don't know what Ryuji's doing until next episode.
Do you think he's going to or no?
I think he's going to follow.
He's going to. What about
it's just Ryuji's nature to like help people.
What about Ami or Kitamura?
They're just gonna stay there.
They're gonna stay there.
Or they're gonna do whatever they want. Really, they're like too good at what they do.
Do you have any predictions for what's gonna happen in 24? Any where do you think the story's going or anything like that?
Best girl Ami.
What do you mean?
Ami will ascend and become a god.
Yeah.
Ami breaks out of her human form.
Maybe.
Mere mortals cannot withstand my beauty. This is only a fraction of my beauty.
It's only a fraction. Yeah, I'm excited to watch. I'm excited to watch the last 2 episodes, and the OVA, I guess. Do you want to cover that next episode then?
Yeah, let's just do it. Let's flump the OVA. Why not?
Yeah. So what's homework for next episode?
Next episode, the final episode, the finale, the big one, the ending of this entire series.
Channel.
Yeah.
We're leaving YouTube.
Yeah.
It. We're going to Vimeo.
We're going to episode 12
Yep.
of Violet.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. The final 2 episodes of Toradora and the OVA.
Yep. 24, 25, OVA. I don't know how people have been watching these episodes, but the OVA isn't on Crunchy. You have to find somewhere else. I don't know if it's on Funimation or not.
Alright.
I don't remember.
Well, then maybe not the OVA.
Oh, we can still watch the OVA.
Well, we can watch it anyway. It's like, you guys.
One, it's not canon, so I don't feel as bad as if people
Yeah.
don't get a chance to watch it. And 2, there's a lot of other places you can watch it.
And we're probably not going to talk about that much.
No, it'll just be probably
fair.
like a couple minutes.
We're probably
going
going to cover that before the episode.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, because again, it's not even if it is canon, it doesn't matter at all to the story. It's just like,
We're way past that point now. Like,
it's literally just like a fun story. It's just like, oh, this is more Toradora, yay.
Because if you like the interaction between the characters, well, you can get more interaction there. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't think, like, again, this is a pretty good rom-com / drama now. Get with it.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Is what defines.
Is it slice of life?
Yo, when my brother said, my brother was like, the Toradora is primarily slice of life.
Yeah, he said it's more. It's the primary genre is slice of life. I'm like, fam, really? Wait, I'm like.
You were with me too when he said that.
I'm not mad at someone saying Toradora slice of life because it's not slice of life. But saying it's more slice of life than rom com, that's crazy. That's just insane. I don't know what to say about that.
As we've shown, he's right about a lot of stuff, and he's also wrong about a lot of stuff. So I don't know what to say about him.
God. So yeah, that's it. Everyone can just stop listening now because I don't have anything else important to say. For the channel, right? Next episode's the last episode. I'll talk about more next episode, what the plan is and everything. But yeah.
My only wish is that the channel doesn't get deleted. This one.
This one?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still gonna I'm not gonna delete it or anything.
Just
it'll
keep
still
it.
be there.
Just keep it.
For anyone that wants to,
look at the old stuff.
look at the old where we started. You know what I'm saying?
Be like, wow.
Wow,
These guys sucked.
So this sucked. Yeah, exactly. now they suck slightly less.
They made improvements.
You have anything else you want to talk about? Any burning pitchforks you want to talk about?
What was it? It wasn't like a Simpsons episode where like there's a pitchfork emporium,
Maybe.
and they're like, "We need our pitchforks." They look and there's like a pitchfork emporium, and they all just get.
That's pretty funny. That's actually really funny.
Like, I haven't watched a lot of Simpsons, but I still remember that clip to this day, where it's just like so ridiculous.
I know. I know did something like that in some animated movie, or maybe it was an animated show.
Could have been Adventure Time.
They did something like that where there was like a mob, angry mob, going, and they were like, "We got form an angry mob." He said, "We need pitchforks," and there was like a guy with a cart on the side of the road selling pitchforks. Like, get your pitchfork. And like, all right, cool. He said, we need
torches.
We need torches. Get your torches here. He said, blah blah blah. And they were going there, and they kept walking, and it cut. And the crowd dispersed a little bit, so you could see a third cart that was selling snow cones. He's like, "Get your snow cones for angry mob," and they all looked at him, and they looked at each other, and it cut, and it was the next scene, and they all had snow cones. I was like, "What? That's not. You don't need that for an angry mob, you silly
goose."
They were just like, "Should we?" It's so stupid.
That sounds pretty funny.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about some shows I finished, Ray, because this is the first episode after break.
Yeah.
Any shows you watched, Ray? Any
It's funny because I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I technically watched One Piece episode of East Blue.
Yep.
That doesn't count for me. It's a complete zero cut.
Yep.
It's useless.
Yeah.
I watched half of Madoka Magica movie 1.
Nobody already watched.
Nobody watched it. So yeah, I watched nothing essentially. Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah.
But at least watching an episode of East Blue made me revise the One Piece thing, and I'll talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
New One Piece, we'll be doing up to Buggy, and then we'll be watching an episode of East Blue, and then straight to Logtown.
For all you people who know what that means.
I'll explain it when we actually
when we get to it. Yeah.
But like that's a short, brief summary. Tossed out there because episode of East Blue is well done. It has the animation of the current anime now, so it looks really clean. So Tyler will be super clean. He'll be like, "Wow, I like episode of East Blue. It looks so good." Then we'll go to Logtown. He'll be like, "This looks ugly. This is so old. I can't watch this. My eyes are burning." And I'll be like, "It feels bad, man."
Yeah.
It's a fun fact that Tyler's eyes actually like slowly disintegrate when he watches old anime. Like anything before 2008,
it's
like
hard.
his eyes start to
Yeah,
like dry
2008,
up.
bro. It's for 2007, 2008. Toradora's an exception. I think Toradora's like 06, 07.
Yeah.
But it looks really good for 06, 07.
I think it's 08, but I'm not sure about that.
Oh, so
Don't quote
it
me.
might be. I don't know. It still looks really good for its time. I'm like, fan, this looks really
Like Tyler's eyes like slowly dry up when like they see stuff like that. So, I mean,
said, "Yo, you should watch Neon Genesis." I'm like, "Huh."
but I'm going to.
You watch Sailor Moon? Huh? You're funny.
They redid
Sailor Moon looks like garbage,
They
bro.
redid it, and it's I don't like the new one. The old one looks way better to me. I don't know.
Pokemon looks pretty good though. No, it doesn't. Pokemon looks. Oh my god. The first season of Pokemon, fam. Oh, it looks so bad.
I think the best looking like one, at least when it got at least good, kind of, was third generation because at least the sprites looked kind of dope
Yeah.
for the animation. I was like, all right. When you go Johto, it still looks ugly, and I'm like, Johto.
Johto in Spanish.
Okay, you can talk about you,
It's
whatever.
Tojo. What?
You can talk about your stuff,
Um.
and I'll put my comments in, whatever.
So I'm not gonna talk about everyone super in depth. I watched High School of the Dead. Wasn't good.
I haven't seen it.
It wasn't great. It was just like I
think my brother saw it. I don't think he liked it that much either.
Yeah, I mean it was just a very generic like zombie apocalypse
What was
type
it?
thing.
Mother's Basement came out with a video about it.
Yeah.
And I watched it, and he was praising how it's so like original, and then how like it fights how it fights tropes. And I watched the entire video, but I'm like literally anyone I was watching, and I'm like, I think he's thinking about it way too hard.
Yeah, I think he's overanalyzing it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's just school.
I'm like,
zombies
I'm pretty sure, like the author for the manga is dead, so there's no second season happening or anything.
No. I mean, High School of the Dead's pretty old too.
Yeah, it's pretty old.
It's like 2012, something like
Yeah,
that.
the author's
like,
dead.
High School of the Dead. The whole time I was thinking, this is it. This is World War Z. But instead of focusing on Brad Pitt, they've just focused on a group of high schoolers. That's all they did.
A bunch of fan service.
Like there's a lot of fan service.
Don't think I know about it.
It's just like it's okay. I mean, there's some good moments in it where it's like, oh, that was actually cool, or oh, that was nice, or some of the characters actually a little bit endearing. But like, I walked away and I was like, I mean, it was alright.
So, yeah.
You know.
What was it? Like, Mother Basement was like, the fan service is there for some, and I'm like, that's the most ridiculous reason to have fan service. I'm like, this is not Kill la Kill, please.
Yeah, it's not Kill la Kill. Yeah, because High School of the Dead is just like fan service just cause. It's probably because they knew that without it, it'd be super boring. It's something to draw people in. With Kill la Kill, it worked because the whole show was just ridiculous. It was just like, the whole premise. I mean.
I don't know, man. It's like, Fairy Tail irks me, 'cause Fairy Tail can be so good even without the fan service. Now, like, when I see the fans, this is my rant on Fairy Tail time. Happens at least every other day. It's like, Fairy Tail's so good. It had the potential. You don't need that much fan service in Fairy Tail. End of argument. Done. Okay.
Naruto didn't have any fan service.
Yeah.
Naruto didn't have like any fan service. I'm so surprised. And it's so long too. Like the show's so long. What about Dragon Ball? Did Dragon Ball have fan service? Dragon Ball Z.
OG Dragon Ball had fan service.
Oh yeah, it did.
Post Dragon Ball, I don't think there was much fan service.
Someone said that Dragon Ball Super didn't end the way they wanted. They needed Dragon Ball Super Kai. That's what I've heard.
Dragon Ball Super Kai?
Yeah.
They're not gonna name it Super Kai.
But they should.
Because Kai is just a reboot of the series.
Yeah.
So Kai is essentially the series without blood. That's all it is.
Anyway, I watched MMO Junkie.
That was when I said I was going to watch. Never did it.
That was a good show.
It was good? It was good?
Yeah, it was
10 episodes are good?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Waiting for that second season.
Okay.
I don't know if the story probably couldn't do a second season actually, the way it ends. But yeah, that was basically about this girl who plays MMOs, and she's just super into them. She quit her job, I think, and that's all. I don't know how she makes money. Like, she must have a super large savings because she doesn't work. She just plays MMOs, and she drops like $30 on it like every day.
There are people like that, to be honest.
But like, where do you get your money from? You don't even do like tournaments or like
basic income.
like,
tell me about basic income when it comes in. Worth.
Yeah, but that's not enough though.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's enough.
I don't know if Japan has basic income, so I can't say
Yeah, I
that.
also don't know if Japan does that.
Yeah. I don't know. Basic income's the dream. Anyway.
It was good though. Assassination Classroom said second season.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about that one too much because
We talked about it a little bit, but I mean.
Yeah, it was good. You should watch it. First season, second season. It's a really good show. I enjoyed it. June.
You watched Chunibyo?
Yeah.
Again?
I can never respond. I can never say. No, season 2.
Yeah, season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I said again because you watched season 1, so.
That's a good show, fam.
My brother watched it. Again, he tells me, we're going to watch it. And I'm like, probably will.
You should actually watch it. But because I told you to, not him.
Yeah, I'll do it because you said to.
Yeah, it's good, bro.
I was like, oh, well, he's like, you watching Chunibyo? Thanks, boy. And I'll be like, all right, Tyler told me to watch it.
Shut up. Well,
He's like, but I told you first. Doesn't matter.
he said, I was born first, bitch.
I said all the time that he's like, it's like Raymond, why are you so? It's like Raymond, why do you take my cookie? I was born first.
Idiot.
It's like I saved my cookie for me, and I'm like, I was born first. I don't really care.
Yeah, interesting. Why did I eat it then?
It's like the stomach of the firstborn.
But yeah, real quick, Assassination Classroom is about an alien that comes in. He wants to destroy the Earth. He won't destroy it as long as he gets to teach this classroom. Also, there's also like the government is like, all right, we'll let you teach classroom, but the students can kill you. No one else on Earth can try to kill him. It has to be the students in the classroom. So I just wanted to give.
Or faculty. They extend that rule.
And then yeah, but like.
At first it's students.
And then Chunibyo is just about this dude who used to like.
Be a chuni, which is a Japanese thing.
Yeah, it was like he used to like. I don't even know.
It's like fantasize about having superpowers.
Yeah, like he would like be in his own like imaginary world and stuff, and he moved out of it. He's like, no, I'm not like that anymore. I'm like a normal human.
He's like that phase is gone.
Yeah.
It's like people have like those like goth phases and all that. That was a phase for him.
Yeah. And
punk phase.
But then so he's at a new high school. He's like, all right, clean slate, fam. He then meets this girl. He doesn't want to. She kind of pushes him himself because I think she lives above him, who is still in that phase. And he's like, nah, I don't want that anymore. And she's like, oh, I know you used to do that thing. And he's like, no, I didn't do that.
She's like, you called yourself the whatever his name was.
It was like Flame Master or something.
He's like, oh, show me your strength.
Show me your strength. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like, see, I know jokes like that about this series. I don't know much Bill's.
Dude, she has Heelys. Oh my god, when she busted out her Heelys, I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Heelys in anime are crazy.
You put your Heelys away, fam.
Heelys in anime are crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
Because like, I think of Heelys normally, I'm like, they're so ridiculous. I saw Heelys in anime.
Yo, she rocks them like the whole 2 seasons, bro. She does not. Well, and so yeah, there's 2 seasons of that. It's really good. You should watch it.
They're not Heelys. I'm just levitating above the air. Savage.
Yeah. Your speed. I watched Nanbaka.
How was it?
Good. It was pretty good. It fell off a little bit at the end, like a little bit, and I was like, I could have been. But overall, it was still definitely worth watching.
It's just prisoners in a prison that's really hard to escape from.
The best prison in all of mankind.
It's a comedy.
Yeah, it's a comedy. It's very ridiculous.
Ridiculous prison.
Yeah.
Ridiculous scenarios.
And yeah, it's also like we see a first episode where it's like the specific 4 prisoners that they focus on can pretty much escape anytime they want. It's like a game to them. But I think in the first episode they get stopped at the very end by like the
strength of the
warden. No, it's not the warden because the warden's above him.
Yeah,
it's like, but I don't know. I don't know the name for the person.
He knocks all them out.
Yeah. He just destroys them, but it's really funny. It's super colorful, like super colorful.
It has a very neon-esque type of color.
Lots of unnecessary sparkles.
I think they're necessary.
Well, I mean,
spectacular, fabulous.
My Hero season 2. Dude, that was a good season, bro. I was like, oh shit.
That was what I really wanted to watch over break.
Ooh.
Did not get to it.
Dude, One for All, I mean.
If anyone's wondering what I did over break, I just played Blasi and played Chronicles 2.
I can't.
If anyone just wanted to know, that's what I did.
So what's My Hero about, right?
My Hero? You have your boy, Deku. He's like, I'm a boy.
What does Deku mean? Like worthless or something like that?
I don't know.
I remember that was like, because it's not his real name.
It's like trash or something.
Yeah, it's like trash.
It's some that basically is like stupid or idiot or whatever.
Yeah.
He's just.
It's because his child, like not really childhood friend, like kind of, but not really.
It's like childhood bully.
Yeah. Gave it to him and always called him, and he always hated it until the first season where the one girl that he likes is like, oh, I think Deku's a like, cute name or something like that, and he's like, all right, you can call me Deku. He's like, no one else can.
Okay, so it's a world where everyone has powers.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any powers.
It's called quirks.
Yeah.
And it's like superhero powers basically.
Yeah, and like they're superheroes, and it's an actual job. It's not like superheroes. No, like there's institutions where they train superheroes, and superheroes have to follow certain regulations. and they arrest certain amount of people. And superheroes don't even have to be normal superheroes. Like
Yeah.
they can be used for like advertising. They
well,
can be used for like modeling, whatever.
at this point, I think this is like 80% of people have quirks. Like,
Yeah.
it's gotten that far, so it's like it's just normal,
Like-
like everyday life. Where
Yeah,
it's like,
like people don't have to just crime fight.
yeah.
Like people do other stuff with their quirks.
Yeah, you can like literally just be like, you can like work at like a bakery
Mhm.
with your quirk, if you wanted to. Like it's like
Yeah.
you don't have to be like a superhero, you know.
Yeah, but like specifically, they're focusing on becoming superhero.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
So he enters a school to become a superhero.
It's like the best superhero school
Yeah,
there is,
like
pretty much.
Basically, you enter here, you are a superhero, and you will do fight crime.
Yeah,
That's what you do.
in some like form or fashion. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Maybe in an office, maybe actually on the field. You never know.
Yeah, maybe actually, yeah. And there's really not much.
But then he basically sees his idol superhero there,
It's All Might,
and he will.
the number one hero.
He says he will train him.
Yeah. You already say that the main character doesn't have a quirk?
Yeah.
Oh, you already said that. Okay.
So the story unfolds from there.
Yeah. Which is a problem that he doesn't have a quirk, because it's like, how you gonna fight crime without a quirk?
Mhm.
Like, you know.
I don't want to spoil the rest of it.
You can
but
still
I mean,
you can still do stuff without a quirk, but it's like
you can't do that much.
you can't like fight villains and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, something crazy happens, and your boy gets a quirk.
Boy gets a quirk.
So yeah, now he's being trained by All Might,
Yeah.
number one superhero,
Secretly though.
secretly trained by All Might,
Yeah.
and he will. And the story basically ends first episode saying how he will become the greatest hero,
Yeah.
because it's like a monologue thing where he's like, "This is how I became the greatest hero."
Yeah.
So it's like he's gonna be the greatest hero. This is just how he got there.
Yeah. It's kind of like perfect. Yeah, a monologue. Yeah, where it's like
It's like older him is like,
Yeah.
"Well, I'm gonna be the best hero."
yeah, this is my story basically.
Yeah.
It's cool. First season was dope. Second season didn't fall off. It definitely could have, but it didn't.
It just gets better and better every
Yeah,
time.
it was good.
Like I'm reading the manga, and like it just gets better and better.
It also tries its hardest to not be a cookie cutter shonen.
Mhm.
It's hardest.
Oh my god, it's so good. Breaks shonen tropes by having a character that's literally useless become useful. Actually training the super power. You're not like OP.
It was actually progression
Yeah, of strength.
and so much like losing, and there's not like, well, never mind. I don't want to say
It's
anything
just
more.
good. And a tournament arc done well.
Only half the season too.
Yeah.
Like 13 episodes, I think.
Part of the reason I like One Piece.
And Toradora didn't really. Toradora really wasn't really important.
What?
Like the actual fighting wasn't really important.
No. It was psychology behind the tournament
It was
arc.
all under. You know what I'm saying?
It was basically just one character focused on the tournament arc
Mm-hmm.
in the last fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just.
I don't remember the last fight. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. That was just focusing on him. I don't want to say it. You probably can.
Wait, who? It was just those two people who fought, right?
Yeah.
It was like his main two rivals, right?
Yeah.
Those people who fought, yeah.
No, it was. Well, that's technically the last fight.
Right.
It's the fight before that matters the most.
Oh, okay.
That's like the big pinnacle moment.
Great.
Tournament arc.
But yeah, it was good. Dude, you ever hear of a show called Love Tyrant?
No.
Okay.
Let me look it up real quick.
So it's this
Maybe
show.
I
right?
have. I don't know.
It's this show, right? Where there is, I think the first episode we got a main character, right?
Hmm.
He's just a dude. There's this girl who comes in. Oh, I don't remember the first episode at all. And basically the premise of the show is that there's this girl who I think is an angel. I think, right? I don't understand. And she has this book, right? She has this book called
The Love Note?
the Kiss Note.
The Kiss Note,
right?
okay.
Or is it I thought it was the Kiss Note, yeah.
I thought it was a parody when it first came out. Like I saw a trailer for it. No, it's on my list. So don't worry.
And like it's basically
It's a death note.
So everyone knows the Death Note, wherever you write a person's name, you can also write how they die, and they will die within like 24 hours or something.
Mhm.
With this, you write two people's names, and within 24 hours they will like be together. And it's just like, and that's the story, and how like he gets tangled up in like her having the Kiss Note and her her shenanigans and stuff like that. It's actually really good. I was watching it, I was like, it's a pretty good show. It's pretty funny, you know? Like, the characters aren't, like, they're not just, like, general characters. They actually, like, go deep into, like, their backstory and all that stuff. It's actually pretty good. And I mean, the art style is dope, too. It's, like, it's really clean. Real clean cut, fresh. I mean, the next show is Gamers with an exclamation point.
gamers, your boy.
Because it's important.
Basically, there's a video game club circles around that. With a kid being like, nah, fam, don't want to be a part of your system.
Mm-hmm.
Does it become part of the system?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
That's funny.
I don't remember the show at all. I just forgot everything about this show. Is it the show that turns into a rom-com at the end?
I don't know. I haven't seen Gamers.
What show was I talking about? I think that's the show.
It may do that. I don't know, man. You watched a lot over break, so it's okay if you don't remember it.
One of these shows turns into a rom-com at the end.
It's basically like playing video games, and the guy doesn't join a club, and then a bunch of misadventures.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be funny. It's comedy, may turn to rom-com. I don't know for sure.
Do you want to talk about Prison School? Because that's the last show I watched, and I want to look up Gamers real quick.
Prison School is ridiculous. Gosh, Prison School is a good. It's a comedy. Got a group of what, 4, 5, 6 guys? 6 guys? 5 guys?
I think it's 4. It's 4.
4 guys.
Because yeah, it's definitely 4. Because
4.
Because
Okay, I think it's 4 too. Yeah, it's 4.
yes.
5 we include the
Who?
your boy. It's whatever the girl's dad.
The girls. Oh, okay. Yeah.
But he doesn't really count.
Yo, he's like the best.
He's the best character. Okay.
Every time, every opportunity to mess it up, he messes it up.
I have to show you some of the manga parts with him because it's so funny. Anyway, it's like you had like 4 guys. They enter this all-girls school,
I just want to look at the.
and it basically ends with in the first episode with them being sent to this prison in the school, and like they're like being like guarded. And they have to do all this punishment stuff and all that stuff. Yeah, and hilarity ensues, chaos ensues. There's the presidential committee and all that. You know, crazy stuff. Pretty good series. Highly recommend.
Yeah, this is a show that kind of turns to a rom-com at the end.
Between the girl and the guy, yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, what? Why? This wasn't necessary to the show? And then the last episode is trash. They should have never put episode 12 out.
Really?
It's.
Do you think
episode 11 was so good and it ended, and then 12 was just like, here's another episode. Nothing happens in this episode. Nothing at all. Like there's not even like one little like 60-second thing that's like, oh, this is dope. No, nothing. They should just cut the episode out. It sucks. It's not that it's a bad episode. It's boring because nothing happens.
Okay.
I'm just like, why? Like I finished the episode and I was like, why was that episode there? Why did we need that? We didn't. We didn't need that at all. They didn't add anything to the plot. Oh, I was so mad when I finished it. I think I knocked my score down like 2 points from what I was originally going to give it. Because I was like, I hated that.
Were you going to give it an 8 and then like you gave it like a 6?
It was something like that. And I was like, I hated that. There was such poor decision making on their part to add that episode in.
You know what the worst thing is? Like your last episode's a recap episode.
Yeah, that's pretty trash to have your last episode a recap episode.
Yeah.
It's just like you didn't put any effort in.
At least they put some effort into that episode. Where it's like
yeah, I mean
it's a little bit of effort. Just making a recap episode means that you didn't want to put anything new.
It was just like them talking, just like talking about nothing. It was just like why? But yeah, Prison School is dope.
Yeah, Prison School's great.
It was it's you should just watch it. Like there's really, I mean, it's very funny. It's definitely a comedy, and it's just ridiculous. Like like obviously like you know because they're at a prison.
Yeah.
So they're like partly when you're watching it, you like want them to escape, and you're like this is where the show's going. Right?
But then they
like,
show you why they shouldn't escape.
Yeah, why they shouldn't. And it's
because like they're terrible people, all of them.
Yeah, and so then it just kind of turns into them trying to survive.
The mind of the main character is like the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like as the story progresses,
yeah.
Like he just thinks more crazy stuff every time.
Yeah.
I definitely have to show you some of the chapters from like in the manga, with just the dad.
That's funny.
Because like manga spoilers, I'll say it right now. The show's already over. They're not creating a second season, so I guess if you want to read the manga,
this show's pretty old too.
Yeah.
They're not doing a second season.
They're not doing a second season. Definitely not. Manga spoilers. This crazy scene happens where the dad gets kidnapped
Okay.
And like he's naked in like the forest, and he has a shotgun, and he's fighting a bear. What? And then the bear joins his side, and I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah. Yeah, the show's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Which is why when I saw this, like they're coming out, when I saw Grand Blue and I read Grand Blue, I was like, this show is gonna be just as ridiculous.
Yeah, next season, right? Season after that?
Hopefully they keep.
I think season
ridiculous.
after that. I think it's summer season.
I think it's summer.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's gonna be just as ridiculous as it should be.
That's probably the show we're gonna watch too for one of our shows.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about that. Grand Blue's probably gonna be one of the shows. But yeah, that's it for me. I don't have anything else. Want to talk about anything else, Ray?
Now we begin the ASMR section.
Nope, not doing that.
The last video is gonna be an ASMR video.
Dude, I bodied that intro video that I recorded today.
Mm-hmm.
I finished it. I was like, yeah.
Oh, okay. For
Yeah.
the new channel?
Yeah,
Nice.
I did it. It's dope.
Hear that? We got our intro done, guys.
Yeah. So let's see. This is gonna come out Wednesday. Then next Wednesday.
Then we're done.
So
And then you have to tell me the schedule and then whatever happens next.
yeah, I got everything.
We
So-
have a huge backlog.
So you'll watch this. You guys are listening right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say you're listening to this right now, the day it came out, because
Mhm.
we have 1 million viewers. Next episode, next Wednesday, will be the last episode, and then 4 days from then will be the Sunday, and that's when the intro video will come out. For then that week, for content to start rolling out.
Nice.
I knew we had a huge backlog for games, but I was actually like going through everything today.
No, our backlog's huge.
Our backlog is like 20 videos, my dude, and that's just Let's Plays. Or it might be more than that, actually.
And the reason is because we haven't uploaded them any on here.
Yeah, because we started recording so long ago,
Yeah.
and I just took forever to edit, and then I finally started editing, and then right around then, or a little before then, I had the idea to do just a clean slate, new channel, all that kind
Mhm.
of stuff.
And because
so-
you thought the idea,
so-
we didn't upload anything here.
Yeah, because I was like, why would we record to a channel that's gonna be dead in like 2 months? So it doesn't make any sense.
Mhm.
So yeah. But it's good stuff though. Like, real talk, we made some pretty good videos, yo.
Oh, I know.
We made some pretty good
Like
videos.
a lot
yo.
of a lot of the videos we have are pretty good. But like,
Yo, our Game Beast episodes are crazy. Well, we only have one Game Beast, right?
yeah. Unless you split it.
No, there's only one, probably.
Okay.
I already edited it, I think.
You don't. I didn't think you have to do much editing
No. Yeah, it was that and Overcooked that I was like, there's like no editing here.
because it's like
It's just good on its own. Like, there's no like, you know.
maybe the second Overcooked.
Yeah, I haven't edited that one yet though.
I think that one would need editing. Maybe.
Probably. A little bit. There was only 3 people, so
Mhm.
there's a little less stuff.
It's still crazy, but I don't think
Yeah,
that-
it was still really good. We still got through a bunch of it too.
I don't think it's as crazy as
No.
the first one. The first one's crazy.
The next time we recorded, well, 4 people.
Mhm.
Whether or not.
Like if I can get my brother, yeah, but he had school that day,
Yeah.
so I was like, all right.
Yeah, right.
Because I answered it ominously last time. You were like, hey, you better come. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, I remember that.
You're like, okay.
Well, yeah, I remember when we talked about it. You were like maybe it just depends. And then when I texted you, the day before or something like that, I was like, yo, is your brother gonna come? And he's like, nah.
I was like, no, and you're like, why? I'm like, no.
I said, no, why? He said, I killed him.
No.
He said he thought he had the cookie. Oh, so
I was born first.
he said you
He was the second born. That's
he
why
said,
I can't come.
he said, you merely adopted. You merely adopted. So I was born in it, molded by it. Yo, Bane, yo.
What was
Bane-
the joke we had earlier?
Bane may be the greatest character.
It's like a couple
in all of media.
couple weeks ago. We had
Joke we
we had a
had?
Bane joke going on.
Wait, a Bane joke
A
going
couple
on?
weeks ago, we were watching some
I
anime,
don't remember.
and like I said a Bane voice, and we were dying for like 20
No,
minutes.
because Bane is funny, bro.
But like it was something ridiculous that it was
Yeah,
about.
I really don't remember.
Let me go through like a list and I'll see.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was something in club and it was ridiculous.
Molded by it. I said, yo, don't ever tell me you're molded by something.
You really adopted.
Yo, I'll mold these fingers into your face, fam. Don't.
I'm about to search anime. Hold up. Anime.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's going down real quick. Ray's just looking something up. Going down for real. yeah, leave your guys' predictions for what you think's gonna happen in the finales. I mean, I guess we're not gonna watch the Violet Evergarden finale next episode. Oh yeah, we didn't really super talk. We kind of touched on it, but
Yo, School Rumble was funny, man.
in passing, what was it?
School Rumble was funny. It wasn't
Rumble?
School Rumble,
Oh, okay.
but it was pretty funny.
Yeah, we are finishing Toradora next episode, which you'll watch 24, 25, and the OVA if you can find it. If you don't, it's fine. We're not gonna talk about it that much. But for Violet Evergarden, we're only watching episode 12 because Violet Evergarden's 14 episodes. That ekes into the next season, so we're just gonna overlap. So next season, just to say it again, I'll say it again next episode too. We're watching Psycho-Pass next season, and we're watching Hinomatsuri. And then the first 2 episodes of the new stuff, we'll be talking about Violet Evergarden because we gotta finish it. I hope it picks up, dude. Like, I just don't care about that show anymore. There's gotta be something big that happens in the next episode or something. 'Cause I'm dying. So yeah.
Man,
And then we have other stuff
it's one
starting
of
too.
these.
You'll see that in the intro video. I talked about a bunch of stuff we got planned. What else?
It may have just been like the one zombie show. Maybe.
I don't know what that is.
School Live.
Oh, School
It
Life?
may have been School Live.
Maybe. School Life turned out so disappointing for me, bro. It was like first half I was like, I'm in it, and second half I was like, this is dumb. I don't like this show anymore.
Again, the manga's faster paced, I said. I don't really feel it.
Molded by it.
You were molded by it.
But who lost in the end, though? Both of them, they both died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Molded by it.
Can't be that. It had to be.
Man, you're really digging deep, huh?
Could it have been House?
Going down for real.
Could it have been House? Because we were. It had to be House. And the reason why it was House is because Christian Bale is Batman.
that is true. That is true.
It had to be House
Christian
Moving
Bale
Castle.
played Batman.
It was Howl's Moving Castle. We were watching the dub, and
he
then
played
something
Hal.
happened on it.
Yeah.
You merely adopted him. I was born into it, molded by it.
Yeah. I forget what he said.
Like Howell said something ridiculous,
Yeah.
and I said that, and then we were dying for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like we were watching the movie still, but like we looked at each other.
Because it was so stupid.
And then I think I said molded by it again, and then it just started back.
Molded by it. If you guys haven't watched House Moving Castle, you should. It's pretty good. Ghibli film.
It had to be
Pretty good.
Howell's.
It had to be, yeah.
Look, nothing else could spur that.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
we went into it knowing one of us was gonna make jokes because, I knew that Christian Bale voiced the main character or the main whatever.
It was when it was even before that too, where it's like he said he told her to leave, and when he said that, he said it in the Batman voice, and then I said, "Where is she?"
Leave. So where is she?
Where is she?
That's fucking
That had us
crazy.
going for a while. And something else happened.
Where
It was
is
like,
she?
You merely adopted the magic. I was born into it.
We gotta watch the Dark Knight trilogy.
Mhm.
We have to.
It's so good. You know, I think it's obsessed me. I think the first film is, I think, the worst film in the series.
Sure.
That's acceptable?
Yeah. Sure.
Mhm. Like, somehow each film got better quality than the first one.
Okay.
I think the second one's the best. Because the Joker
Okay.
is too good. But, I mean, that's just me. And a lot of people.
Yeah, I like Joker the best.
Then
I
they-
have. All right. I don't like the Dark Knight Joker because I mean he's still the Joker's still my favorite. I still think Dark Knight's the best movie, but I don't like the Dark Knight Joker because I feel like that's not what I picture the Joker to be.
Mhm.
I feel like the Joker is like, I mean, of course there's like a million different
Joker
renditions just because that's how comic books are,
Mhm.
but I always picture Joker to be crazier than that, like.
Like, he seems more calculated.
He was way too, like, the Joker has always been, like, focused, and he's always had a plan.
But he seems way too calculated.
But, yeah, he kind of didn't have enough of his crazy, you know? I mean, like, there was some, like, cool beginning where, like, he, like, killed all of the bank robbers, and like, oh, I got the money, and he set the money on, and they set the mountain of money on fire. And it's like, that's cool, that's kind of crazy, but like he like the Joker's like insane, and like he didn't really do anything insane in The Dark Knight.
No, it was just like it seemed to me like he was like, yeah, it was all calculated.
Like I watched
It was controlled chaos. It wasn't chaos, which is what the Joker to me is.
They like still come out with like DC animated movies that like you'll never hear about. It's just straight to DVD. But I watched this one, and it's 2 parts, so it's like 2 hours, I assume. And the Joker was in it, right? And I think the whole thing was that like he's like super old, and for the first film, for the first half, which is just the first film, he's like in like a retirement home. He's like super old. He's got like wrinkles. He's got like a walker and stuff. It's pretty funny. But then he comes back like rehabilitated. Like, oh, the Joker's cool now. He's proved all the tests, everything like that. And the viewer obviously doesn't believe it. Like, he's the Joker. He's gonna do something crazy. But like everyone in the movie's like, oh, okay, he's good now. Even Bruce Wayne is like, oh, maybe. And he comes on some late night show like Jimmy Fallon or something. It's obviously not that, but it's something like Jimmy Fallon or Jared Leto or something. And or not Jared Leto, Jared, what is it? Leno? What's that one dude? It doesn't matter. And so he's talking to like, oh yeah, look at this, funny times. Oh, I'm Joker. You want to know I got these scars? And then and then something happens where he's a cup of coffee or a cup of water, like a mug or whatever, and he puts it down. He's like, oh good. He puts it down. He's like, hey man, hey, can I keep this mug? And he's like, yeah, sure, I guess you can keep it. And he's like, all right, cool. He takes it, he smashes it on the table, and smashes it into Jimmy Fallon's neck and kills him. And then there's like blood everywhere, and everyone screams. And I'm like, that's Joker. Like, that's crazy. Just be like, hey, can I keep this mug? Boop, and murders somebody with a coffee mug. Yeah. Like that's crazy to me. And the Joker in Dark Knight didn't do anything like that.
The Mark Hamill, man. You gotta have that Mark Hamill as Joker.
And then like he had it all planned where like all the doors to the studio locked, and like killing laughing gas went into the place, and he pulled out a gas mask, and I'm like, that's Joker. That's dope. I mean, Dark Knight was still cool, but it was very modernized. It was very like, oh, this is it's like, nah.
It's all calculated. Like everything he did had a purpose,
which was cool. I mean, I really liked it. Bane was for the memes though.
Bane was 100%.
He was 100% a meme, because he didn't sound like that in any other media material.
He just sounded like a strong man.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he's supposed to be like Latino, right? He's
roided up.
He's like a luchador or something who again got like the super juice or whatever.
Roided up, my
boy. He's not even supposed to sound anything like that. That's crazy. He also doesn't have the juice at all in Dark Knight Rises. No,
he's just built.
He's just thick. You know what I'm saying?
3 C's thick. You know what I'm saying?
We have to watch. If we don't watch all the movies, we have to watch Dark Knight Rises for Bane. We at least just have to watch that movie.
Hello there.
One of my favorite scenes is the plane scene where where the one dude's holding the one dude over the plane with a gun to his head, and like he's like, talk, and he's not talking. He's like, why aren't you talking? Are you afraid for your life? And Bane is like, perhaps he's wondering why a man would point a gun at him when he's threatening to throw him off an airplane. It's like, you don't really need both. One of them's gonna kill him. You don't. He's not afraid of the gun because you're about to throw him out of an airplane. He's like, the gun won't do anything more, And they cut the plane in half. That was dope.
The stadium just collapsed.
It collapses, yeah.
So good. I was born in it, molded by it.
Right. So I'll break the bat.
To me, the best part of that movie was like him releasing all the villains from Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Especially seeing Scarecrow again was like a good thing. It just felt good to see him. Just be like a judge.
We learned about the Joker too. How like he was in Arkham. No. Like I think like just before Bane came to Gotham, they like moved him to another thing.
Or he was the only one left in Arkham for a reason.
Oh, he was the only one like stayed there. Or maybe he chose to not leave. He was like, nah, I'm good.
He's like, he'll only leave if the bat's
and there. The bat wasn't there when Bane released him. Yeah. Because Bruce was in the tunnel of death. Yeah.
Like he'll only leave if the bat's out.
That makes sense. Yeah. That's so cool how they kept that. I mean, in Dark Knight, we we saw the Scarecrow again.
Mm-hmm.
He was like selling the guns or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool.
It's like they just keep including him. It's like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't go anywhere. He's not dead.
Mhm.
So we should see him more.
Yeah.
Especially around criminals. That makes sense.
It's like, to me, like, I feel like that line specifically, like, they didn't release Joker. I still feel like in my heart that's like they just wrote it off because like the actor died.
Well, yeah, they had to explain it somehow.
Yeah.
Because he gets locked up in Dark Knight.
Yeah.
So yeah, if Heath Ledger was still alive, I think that Joker would have had some part, just a very small part. I don't think it would be like him and Bane, you know, buddy cops or anything like
I
that.
feel like he'd rival Bane.
He would rival Bane. That'd be interesting.
Where like he'd be like, you can do whatever you want to Bats as long as he's alive. Like we have to die together.
I feel like Joker. I don't think Joker would care about Bane. I think that Joker would be smart enough to know that Bane wasn't the actual villain. That Ra's was what the heck was her name? Yeah.
Like his daughter.
Yeah, that she was the actual villain,
Mm-hmm.
and like she would know, and he would know about her or something like that. At least find out about it.
Especially that rendition of Joker.
Yo, Bane would destroy Joker in like a fight.
Joker wouldn't even try to fight.
He'd just like rip him in half. He's dead.
Joker, I got a deal.
I got it. He said, "Hey, do you have a pencil?"
All right.
That's one thing I loved about the animated
Mhm.
Joker is that the animated, because like in Dark Knight he was kind of just like a normal dude, but like in animated Jokers, he was like a pretty nimble dude. Like he could like he could run pretty fast and he could like get out of stuff.
Yeah. Like he had to. That was like
And-
his thing.
and
Like, he wasn't one for fighting.
Yeah, in Dark Knight he was just like a mob dude
Mhm.
with like that kind of build. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So, yeah, we should definitely watch that. yo, Bane's crazy. Bane's funny.
Molded by it.
So yeah, Ray. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Want to talk about your acquisition
What acquisition?
to Anyway, so that's it for the episode.
It's weird you cut that part out.
Yeah, it's, whatever. I don't care. Who pressed the wrong button?